dribbling. Knowing when I get in my groove, I'ma shake ya. Hope the ankles ain't like steps or I'ma break them. This is that lyrical cut, mayor. Words that'll knock your socks off, that's what I'm saying. Knowing that you nice at what you do, but feet frozen. Love for it won't go away, feel like you chosen. This ain't no spur, the moment, DeMar DeRozan. You been on your wave long time like the ocean. Time just keep on ticking, feel like you closed in. But you gain that strength from God to keep going. You tell yourself your time coming, so just relax. But don't nobody see that gorilla that's on your back. A leader of the pack, but you be sitting in the back. You know you got skill in that spec. So
why do you hesitate? Why do you hesitate? Please don't hesitate. There's no need to wait, no. I know this world could pull you in the wrong direction if you let it, and I know you wanna see heaven's gates. So please don't hesitate. Please don't hesitate, no.
Pay attention. We're gonna teach you something real special today. This is two coins with my boy Wally, then Ronnie, wherever you're at, we're at. Showing two sides of the same coin. Let me know what y'all think. 2 coins. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today.
Yo, welcome back to the 2 Coin Podcast. It's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm Waleed, the other side of the coin. And that snippet that you just heard was Hesitate by Stasio. And we actually have the man himself in the building.
Yes, sir.
We've been trying to get him on the podcast, but he's here for the first time, so I'm going to just shoot it over to him. Stasio, introduce yourself.
Hello.
Tell us your name, tell us what you're about, and, give yourself a brief introduction, bro.
Most def, man. Hello, man. My name is, my alias is Anastasio Mahoney Jr., but my artist name, I go by the name of Stasio Elazar. All my partners call me Stasio, Stas, whole bunch of stuff, man. But, yeah, man, I'm from San Diego, California. I came up here to the Bay for college. Been up here for 8 years, graduated with a child and adolescent development degree. But, in the process, music has always been in me. So I'm also an artist. I still do work with kids. I try to be in the community and everything. But, artistry and music is a big passion of mine. So that's always been a big part of my life. And I do plan on taking it further and going places with it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So you said, I know you had said before, like you always grew up singing back in the day and whatnot. That was like your first, real introduction to music. Like what one, I would say, like, talk to us about that, and then what brought you with the change into rapping. Not saying that that's all you do, but you know what I mean, to get you that comfortability to the point, like, we just heard you on Hesitate, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, that's real fun. So I didn't really know that I could really sing until I was young, and I grew up in the church and everything. So they randomly gave me a part in like a song, because it was like all the children and stuff were singing on one Sunday, and they randomly gave me a part, and I started singing. And I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good,
Like, I'm kind of nice with it.
Yeah, I'm kind of nice with it, So. So it was from there, it was a rapping. I come from my parents are from Panama, so I've always had a large, like, my music scope has always been large as far as like calypso and and the native tongue is Spanish in that country. So even Hispanic music, calypso, island music. And then, of course, being over here, R&B, rap, hip-hop, and everything. So I've always had that big mix. But, I figured out I could sing at a young age. And knowing that, I would just sing. I never did anything professionally. But, I would have favorite songs, like different R&B groups. One of my favorite R&B groups, Boyz II Men. I always listened to them, would sing along with them. And, just cultivated my voice. Took choir in, like, high school, just to keep my voice on point and different things like that. But it was in high school, maybe 11th. He was 11th or 12th grade, one of those. I had a partner. His name was his artist name was Days. And one day, I'm in a car with him. I'm like, bro, I think I kind of want to start rapping too, because at that time, Drake was.
How old were you again at that point?
I was like 16 or 17.
16, 17, okay.
Yeah, 16 or 17, and at that point, at that time, Drake was huge. You know,
Yeah.
Drake was huge. He was the first one that kind of like
Did that
whole
hybrid.
whole hybrid singing and
Yeah.
rapping thing, man. So I was like, you know what, like, and then at that time too, I also took a creative class. Shout out to Mr. Reed if he ever sees this.
Yeah.
He probably won't.
Shout out to Mr. Reed.
Yeah, Mr. Reed. You know, like his class kind of inspired me and gave me a passion. I've always been a good writer, but that class kind of cultivated that whole writing spirit out of me as far as poetry and expressing myself. Yeah, so from there, man, like I was just like, yeah, days. I think I'm trying to rap too.
Hell
Damn.
And that was a rap from there.
So, I want to build off that last point that you were saying about calypso and the island music. That's interesting, man, because a lot of people who are like rappers that like come on I don't want to even call it a show. Our show.
Yeah.
They come on the Two Coin
They
podcast.
come on to the 2 Coin podcast.
Yeah, they just name like rapper influences. So usually like a question that's like a constant theme here is like your top 5 favorite rappers. But you know, we put niggas on the spot. Like I want to put you on the spot, right?
Yeah,
So
it's all good.
just give me the artists who influenced you. Like, who are the biggest artists who influenced you in your music, and whose sound did you kind of, I don't want to say borrowed from, but like
Yeah, not borrowed from.
borrowed
though.
from
Yeah,
like
to
to
create
into
your
your
own,
music.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Oh man, there's so many. I could just list them because, like I said, during that time in high school, this might sound a little like funny, but just like, you know, Wiz was big, Drizzy was big, Kendrick, of course Cole, Dom Kennedy, Mac Miller.
That was our era.
ASAP. Yeah, that was our whole
Yeah.
era. Like ASAP Rocky. Who else? Lil Wayne was always one of my favorite artists.
Facts.
T.I. when I was little was a favorite artist of mine. So there's just so many different sounds and so many different artists and rap artists, man, that I just grew up listening to. And then, you know, I actually didn't, like, it wasn't until a little bit after that that I dug deep into, like, hip hop, as far as Nas, Tribe, Far Side,
Like the whole historical side of it.
yeah, The Roots, you know, and all these like historic, like actual hip hop groups, and you know, really, Gangstar,
Yeah.
and also as far as artists, modern artists, Currency was big as well. Like I listened to you know, just like a mix, a large mix of different artists growing up. Yes, and then like, you know, I cultivated my whole like love for the actual, cause you know it's like rap, but then I you know, I developed such a deep love for it. You know, I'm like, I wanted to go back to the origins. I wanted to immerse myself in like the hip hop side of rap. You know, because you know we grew up on what we grew up on. But yeah, Big was you know, I listened to a hella Big like at one point. Like of course Pac. You know, so. You know, that's kind of where I kind of developed my...
Hey, real quick, it's just funny the way you just said that. You'll see that like with hella people whenever they mention Big or Pac. It's always one or the other. It's like either, man, I used to listen to hella Pac, you know, and Big too. Big, yeah, like
Yeah.
I was Big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Come
I
on,
used to
bro.
listen to hella Big, man.
I'm from California,
And then,
so I'm
you
riding
know,
with Pac.
Tupac. So it's always, it's always like that Kobe and fucking LeBron thing.
Yeah.
You like one, you know, like you fuck with the other, but
Yeah.
there's a side you fucking with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's dope to hear somebody say the other side of, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People actually claiming fucking Biggie out here.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say too, your influences are interesting because you mentioned like, you know, T.I., J. Cole, Kendrick, which is all like rappers that, you know, we kind of listen to in our adolescence, like 15, 16 years old, right?
Facts.
Because it's weird because like our era is like this kind of in between era where it's like we're not, you know, the Gen Z kids, like this generation type shit that everybody loves to hate on.
But we're not the
But we're
Gen
not
Y.
like the old school gen. Like we're like
Yeah.
the babies of the millennials, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you go back and listen to these artists. Like for us, like my middle school years were like in the mid 2000s. So like I listened to Jeezy, T.I.
Yeah.
Like I was coming back from school listening to 106 and Park and all that shit.
D-Lo, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't until after I went to high school that I started to dig deep into like Jay-Z and Nas and Biggie
Yeah.
and all these older artists that came before us, which is interesting, man, because like we weren't on the cusp of it, but it still has an impact to where you can go back and research it.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
I mean, nah, bro. Like you're 100% right because our time of or like our age group. Cause you 94, right?
94.
End of 94,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like that 94, 95, and I'll even say 96. they caught like 96 caught the tail end of what was left after what 95 caught it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's like 95, 94 caught the end of whatever, like 91, 92. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was still so pure in it, because you got to think, bro. Like when we was in elementary school, 50 Cent was out. That whole
50,
era was out. You know what I
big,
mean?
yeah.
Fucking the early 2000s in general, bro. Like
Yup.
Usher's peak. Like you know
Yup.
what I mean? Early Chris
Nelly.
Brown,
Akon.
Nelly,
Yeah,
Akon. You know what I
Akon,
mean?
yeah.
So it's just like when we look back at that, and then we see, like you were talking about, you didn't get involved in like the conscious. Bro, me neither. I wasn't into conscious music
Yeah.
like that until I got to high school.
Yeah.
Naturally, when you grow as a person, right?
Yeah.
But we were blessed to have Kendrick and Cole
Right.
as we grew
Yeah.
into
As
that
we
stage.
grew,
They were
Like,
coming in, yeah.
Crazy.
like the fact that
Yeah.
bro, we got our own Jay-Z, we got our own fucking Nas, we
Yeah.
got our own Pac.
Because
you
we
know what I
seen
mean?
we seen these people grow into legends, man.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah,
for
literally,
real.
literally. From what was a sideline? Not sideline. What was
The come up.
the come up, and then what was the other
Warm
one?
up.
And the
Warm
warm
up,
up,
yeah.
Sideline story.
sideline
Yeah, like I remember
story.
listening to
yeah.
J. Cole before he even dropped an album. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
crazy,
mixtapes, mixtapes.
would you say that kind of like motivates you a little bit? The fact that you've seen all these legends from the start of their career go to where they're at now, and you think like any person could just look at that like, bro, like I can do that. Like if I have it in me to do it and I have the work ethic to do it. You think that motivates you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I remember, being a big Cole fan. I like would go and like look at videos of his beginnings, and he had a similar. He left North Carolina, went all the way to New York. To was it St. John's? Yeah, went to
John's
St. John's.
University.
Did his whole thing and started from he knew, but he had his goal in mind. Like
Yeah.
he knew he was going, because I guess he growing up, his favorite rapper was Nas, so he knew the sound that he kind of had, so he knew that would be the best place to get a record deal. And I feel like I believe I remember him saying that he knew he wanted to sign to The Rock, like when he went there.
Oh
Like,
yeah, bro.
yeah, so just like, but actually just him talking about it and talking about the grind and how like, he was making mixtapes with his partners, and like just like
It's
the,
mad relatable.
yeah, mad relatable.
Yeah.
And to just see where he is now, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, facts, bro. Real quick, for those of y'all that just saw, you know what I mean? Menage a Trois, get you a bottle. Sponsor us. Had to slide that in, you know what I mean? But nah, man,
Hey, to be clear for people who are listening just on the audio, he was pointing a bottle of wine. We're not having an actual, yeah, that ain't happening. Like,
hey, it's all good. From this point on, always catch us on YouTube, bro. We a video podcast for y'all. You know what I mean?
reel us back in.
But nah, so then now, especially when you talking about wanting to get into producing music, you know what I mean? We were talking about that earlier off air.
Yeah.
You being a singer, can you read music or can you hear music naturally?
Yeah, man. I can't read a lick of music, man, but I hear sounds, man. Like I think I listen, because at a big point in my life too, like I would just sit there and listen to instrumentals, and I would break down each instrument in my ear, like, so I would I would hone in and focus on one instrument and just see how it was broken down throughout the beat. So and just my whole life I just had a musical ear. That's why it's like, sometimes I have to like check myself when people say they can't sing. I'm like, how? Like, because I just have a natural ear for it, so I'm, but yeah, I don't read a lick of music, man, but I hear everything, man.
But say like if you were to hop on a piano, like you could play it based off of just the sound.
Yeah, if
That's a talent on its own, man.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I could definitely like I said, I don't know what note I'm playing, but I can, if I practice it and find which keys are which, I could.
You just have a
practice
feel for it.
and feel for it. Like, I mean, obviously, I haven't gotten into playing the piano, so as far as the fluidity of it, as far as playing it, like
That's actually
fluid
crazy,
motion.
bro.
But if I get it, like if I could hear it, like once I press the key, I could hear it, and I could end up finding it, and I could just go down the line and find the note and be like, oh, this is it. Boom.
That's interesting.
that's
I wonder
clutch,
how common that is. I wonder how how
It
many
is.
people can actually learn the piano without just reading the notes.
I'm pretty sure that has a lot to do with, like the whole left side, right side of the brain.
Yeah.
People that are more creative are what on the left side, and people that are more technical are on the right.
On the right side.
So like I see it a lot of like with people that are left-handed. By any chance, you left-handed?
No, but I try to use it a lot. Yeah, I'm
You know what I
right-handed
mean?
though. Yeah.
But people like, I mean, shit. Maybe that's why you know what I mean. You having that ability to even do it, but people that are left-handed are usually like able to, you know what I mean. They're good with like sounds and their their senses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least with their creative side.
Are you left-handed?
Nah. I can't. I can't write for.
But
shit
sometimes
like
like a technical way of thinking probably helps when like you're like behind the scenes making music, you know?
oh, facts, man. Understanding that approach, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, to a certain extent, bro, you can develop shit like that, but when you're somebody that doesn't even know music theory, doesn't know anything, but you can like piece together shit by hearing, that shit's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But yeah, man. So Hesitate, was that gonna be the first on a project? Was that just a single? You know what I mean? I ain't trying to throw all
Oh no, it's
throw all them secrets out. I ain't trying to get you to reveal none.
Any
but
new shit on the way?
You know, I don't got nothing to hide, man. Yeah, Hesitate is actually, I dropped it as a single, but it's also gonna be part of a bigger project called Native Son.
Okay.
And I'll be dropping it at the end of December, right before New Year's. You know, because I feel like some songs on there can be beneficial going into the new year.
Okay.
It's only a 5-song EP. But yeah,
that's perfect. Bro,
Yeah.
that's perfect for what a lot of people do nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That like 5 to 7 track range is like the new norm.
Yeah.
Well, it's because people's like attention spans aren't as good as they used to be, right?
Yeah.
So you got to like catch their attention while you still have it. Like 10 tracks, 30 minutes, boom. That's all really. I think that's all people need to really like make an opinion, which is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like that's all they need to
Yeah.
make an opinion of you. But
Yeah.
if you can just captivate them within that short time frame,
Yeah.
I think you're good money, bro.
Yeah.
And I think like you're the type of artist to where it's like, I don't know. With me personally, like when I just like saw that music video on the TV, it's just like I was locked in as soon as I saw it.
Yeah.
So it's like you get somebody's attention from the very beginning because it's like the video is like, I don't want to give too much of it,
Yeah.
but it's like the video is like starts off with you in like a desk in the middle of the street. And I'm just like, oh shit, what's going on here? And then it just keeps me locked
Yeah.
in. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to cause that whole visual concept wasn't even my idea. Like that whole visual concept was my partner D Price, man. Shout out to D Price, Priceless Productions, San Diego, California. If you in Dago, man, that's your boy. Go to him, man. Get your stuff right, man. But yeah, that whole visual concept was him, man. Like
Damn,
I told him, I gave him the song, shot the song to him, and bro, he came up with that, bro. Like
That's dope.
yeah, he has a mind like that, you know. And initially when he said it, I was like, oh, okay, that's different. I was like, let's do it. Like,
Yeah.
see how it turns out. And cause he heard the song, and you know, Hesitate is about that internal conflict. So that's where he developed the whole concept of like, you know, having. I mean, if you see the video, you know, you have symbolically the person in the white shirt versus the hooded individual, and it's like both of them talking to each other, and it's an internal
Both sides of
conflict.
your conscience.
Both
Yeah.
sides of your, both sides of your conscience. Yeah.
Two sides of the same coin.
Man,
There you go.
yeah, bring it all
Yeah.
back. You
It's
know
all,
what
it's
I mean?
all, it all
Yeah.
relates, man.
Yeah.
But nah, man. Hey, I want to switch gears here a little bit, cause there is like a bunch of other shit going on in the world.
Yeah.
Nate Robinson.
Oh goodness.
Man,
Hey, give me your thoughts, Roddy. Nate Robinson, because I'm gonna go into my little spiel here.
like
Man.
you know what? It's so the thing with Nate. Now that it's been what, a couple of days. This was what, on Sunday, Saturday.
Sunday.
I think it might have been.
Was it Friday?
Either way, it was
Saturday.
it was this past weekend. You know what I mean. So now it's like we've had shit to digest. Cause I'm not gonna lie, when it first happened, bro, I was mad as fuck, but I was dying too. Cause the thing is it's one of those like. It's not like he just went in and got knocked out.
Yeah.
It was the way he came on and the way he like charged up at the dude, the way he started fighting at the beginning. It was just everything was just so bad to the point it like all built up to that knockout.
It's like,
you
bro,
know what I mean?
this man came in hot like he wanted smoke.
Yeah,
and then he got
man.
knocked out. Like,
Rushed him off the back, and you can't, you know, like a lot of people, like, you know, I mean, yeah, I enjoy boxing. I boxed for like half a year, but I understand that you can't, you know, it's different from a street fight. You know, you're not
Yeah.
just like rushing in there. You know, like you gotta like pick your punches, and he just came in hot.
hey, if I can just be like really honest, like that fight was like symbolic of the race war going on in America.
Bruh.
So
facts.
like when Nate Robinson got knocked, it just felt like an L for all black people. So I was just
man,
mad,
bruh.
disappointed, and I'm just
Yeah.
I'm not a Nate Robinson fan. I didn't even know he was fucking boxing.
Yeah.
But like when it happened, and it's like you see the dude that fucking embarrassed him, you're just like, come on, man.
on, Nate.
And then you see the IG caption beforehand. he's like posting a picture of him training with the boxing gloves,
just
and
pose.
he's saying, "Oh, this is for all NBA players. This is for all the kids."
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Bruh, it's just one of those. I would have thought that, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people been saying, I would have thought his trainers would have prepped him better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
for sure.
There's no way he got professional training going in the way that he did.
Yeah.
Because I fuck with Nate Robinson. You know what I mean? It was painful to watch, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I know Nate's not just gonna learn something and then go into that event or whatever he's doing and just half-ass it. You know what I mean? He clearly wasn't trained right.
He saw Jake Paul and thought it was gonna be easy money.
Yeah. Thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
Bro, and I'll keep it a buck with you, man. It ain't like Jake Paul is nice or nothing. You know what I mean? Because people are talking like
Yeah.
like he's
But
somebody.
no, he does the training though. He puts in the professional
Facts,
training, right?
bro. Facts. But it's just one of those. I feel like Nate was more unprepared than Jake Paul was trained.
And he made him look better than he really was.
Exactly.
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like if they were on the same level of preparation,
Yeah.
Nate would have washed him.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I can't say that now. because
Yeah,
he
now
got
it's just like
slept.
now it's like you look salty saying that.
Yeah.
You
man.
feel me? Like
Yeah,
I just look like a hater, but it is what it is, man.
You know, and me personally, man, I'm a big Nate Robinson fan. Why? Because you know, if you know Nate Robinson, bro, he's been an underdog. You know,
Whole
he
life.
got his whole life, bro. Heart.
Bro, he's
man.
as tall as me,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. He
Yeah.
makes me like he plays for motherfuckers our height. You know what I mean?
But I mean, to give my man his shine, won the dunk contest. What, like
Three
times?
times.
He
You
was
know?
Isaiah, he was like
You feel
the
me?
Isaiah Thomas before Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Celtics Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to
Yeah.
say.
Or Spud Webb. Like he's the later Spud Webb.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And dude was getting buckets in the game, like light
Yeah.
motherfuckers. That's why I was like, when I would see those lines of, damn, Nate dropped 30 tonight?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. That shit just sounded better, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so to see somebody like who's known for persevering and having heart just take an embarrassing L like that just
but
hurts.
it's good, man. At least this happened at his very first fight, because now the only way is up. You know what I mean? Not even to
Yeah.
sound corny, but like he
Yeah.
could come back, handle this shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't get any worse than what you just did.
But do you think he's gonna want to go back in the ring again?
he has to at least
should.
fight again.
Right, he should.
He has to try to redeem
Should
himself.
be a
You know what I mean?
rematch, man.
At bare minimum, you
Yeah.
gotta fight Jake Paul again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just saying, at bare minimum,
Imagine he does that and he loses again. Like,
the same
it's
way.
like, bro, if you call for a rematch, your ass better
Yeah,
win.
you gotta win.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you can't.
Or at very least, take it the distance and let it go to the card.
You know, yeah. Don't lose in the fashion you lost it.
Like, you can't get knocked out any kind of way.
I feel like that type of fight would be good enough to market as like the main card. Robinson versus Paul.
Hell the fuck no, bro. Like, oh, you're talking about the new, like the rematch.
Robinson
Oh, hell
versus
yeah,
Paul.
bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, before it, yeah, people were talking about it, but we were all waiting for the Tyson Jones fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel you. Maybe for the rematch, it's gonna be way more anticipated. Like now that bout officially has like history behind it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of history though, man, like Tyson and fucking Roy, man. Tyson and fucking Roy, bro.
Honestly, I mean, and okay, I watched because that night, like, I was with my my girlfriend's her mom's boyfriend's family, and we're like in the middle of a lake, a dry lake, riding dirt bikes.
Okay.
And
okay.
I'm outside of like a truck, and there's like 10 people in the car, and I'm watching it from somebody's phone screen.
Damn,
so
okay,
I didn't
okay.
really like get,
Yeah, you didn't get the full experience. Yeah.
get the full experience, but from what I saw, you know, like I was disappointed.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I was really disappointed. I
Yeah.
felt like, you know, it was just a bunch of old heads.
That's what I'm saying. It was
Kinda-
two old dudes fighting.
Nah,
hugging
fuck,
the whole
hey,
time,
hey,
you know,
So
like-
put it this way. Nah, fuck all that, bro. Because like real shit, I feel what you're saying about Roy. Cause I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Oh yeah, Mike was looking good.
When Roy came in, bro, like physically, just
Yeah.
bro, you look at Roy,
Yeah.
you look at Tyson. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, Tyson just like he got some size on him. He
Yeah.
like cut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Roy literally just looked like your uncle. You know what I mean? Like he used to do shit back when he was 20 or 30. He's 54, right?
Yeah.
Tyson did not look 54.
He didn't.
You know what I mean?
he
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
And
looked
just
good
the
for
way
his
he
age.
was moving too, like
Oh, yeah.
the fact that Tyson even went the distance, because he was never known for his cardio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All his fights, like
You're right.
from back in the day, was all like either early round knockouts. The longer it went, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Yeah. So,
I would love to see Tyson against somebody young, bro. People talking about him
Yeah.
and Tyson Fury.
I mean, what I heard that rumor.
What? But was Mike Tyson was a heavyweight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Bro, Tyson Fury could play a center in the NBA. Isn't he like fucking 6'10" or something?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's a
6'10".
big dude, man.
Yeah, he's fucking huge,
Bro,
man.
and
a
Mike
big
is
dude.
fucking 5'10", 5'11".
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I feel like Mike would still knock him the fuck out.
Yeah, because Mike was looking good. It's just Roy was hugging him the whole time. Mike
Yeah.
was
Whole
he was
time,
coming
bro.
like Mike was like as far as like just
He still looked good, man.
Yeah,
like,
he was
still,
moving.
He,
He
still
was-
looks in shape.
yeah, but Roy, man.
Yeah, Roy just
Kinda.
hugged. Like, Roy was getting tired, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just
man.
couldn't hang.
Yeah.
But you don't think he could hang? What you think? You think Tyson could hang with the young fighters today?
Yeah, just cause he's Tyson. Like,
Like-
I feel like the young fighters are still scared of Tyson.
Bro, because I like just I'm not gonna sit here and say he's about to fucking go back to reigning champ and shit. I'm just saying I could see him like you know what I mean. The reason I brought up Tyson Fury is just because I get it. He's a like I don't know if he's a current champion or the recent champion because I know he ended up being
current.
he's current right because
Yeah.
of his last win. But the only reason I even brought him up is because he also got that out of shape like look to him.
Look,
But he got that power behind his punches. I think Mike could handle somebody like that than somebody that's, you know what I mean, like a Deontay Wilder,
Yeah.
who's actually like cut up and in shape and has the
Yeah.
athleticism aspect over him. I don't see Fury having that athleticism over him.
Let me ask you this: Does Dana White own the boxing league
Nah,
or whatever it is?
It's UFC.
Okay.
Yeah,
So who's in charge of boxing?
that's a whole different like. I don't even know the
Yeah,
breakdown.
Whoever
for
it
that,
is,
bro.
like if Mike were to fight like some young dude, that would bring in so much fucking money. Because first of all, Mike is hella marketable.
oh yeah,
Like,
He was Mike Tyson.
yeah, you can get him on Jimmy Kimmel or whatever, and like he'll draw in whatever audience, and like you'll make money off that fight, and everybody's gonna watch that fight. Like even if it's not like boxing fans.
Yeah.
Like I'm not an avid boxing fan, but if I see Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. are gonna fight,
You're gonna watch.
I'm
that
gonna watch
shit.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Hey, what do y'all feel like? I know you said you didn't get to watch the whole thing, but or at least like you was watching through the thing.
Yeah.
What do y'all feel about like those performances in between? Like, was that too
bro,
much?
Snoop killed that shit.
Yeah, I ain't
yup.
see. I ain't even see the performances. Yeah.
Bruh, so
Snoop
they had-
killed that shit.
Word.
They had YG. They had Wiz came on first, then
Word.
YG.
Oh, crazy.
Who was between Snoop and YG?
French Montana.
French Montana.
Really?
Yeah.
Word? They had all them performances?
Yeah.
I ain't seen not one of those.
It's all in between.
Well, first
the
of all,
fight.
Wiz and French Montana were ass in my opinion.
Yeah.
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 Bruh, Black and Yellow, she was just hella funny, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did black and yellow.
Yeah, I mean, it was a throwback. I fuck with it,
Yeah.
but it's just, you know what I mean? Like,
I saw a tweet that was like, "Wiz Khalifa stuck in 2012."
this thing though, but nah, Snoop killed it in all aspects,
Yeah.
bro. Like, they need to give that bruh a fucking,
Bro, everybody loves Snoop, man. If you hate
Yeah.
Snoop, I hate you.
bro, it's like, it's the same thing. If you hate D-Wade, bro, something wrong with you.
Mhm.
But speaking of D-Wade, we're going to get back to something real quick. We're going to take a quick intermission break. And we back, and we're going to talk about the greatest trade that just happened in NBA history. Russell Westbrook for Ja Wall.
Man.
Erratic point guard for injured erratic point guard.
Man,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
I'd say at least with Wall, is you got a dude that's just hasn't played a lick of basketball in 2 years.
2 years.
I fuck with Westbrook still.
Yeah.
But, like, what the fuck did you gain as the Rockets, bro?
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna ask y'all who won that trade. Wizards won that trade because
Yeah.
even if Wall was healthy, I think there's some like underlying tension in DC between Wall and Beal.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a power struggle. Like Wall wants to be the number one option,
Yeah.
which is why he requested a trade.
Yeah.
He wanted to he was trying to be out of there anyway.
Yeah.
So there was gonna be like a conflict of interest. So Wall's gone. They bring in Westbrook. I think Westbrook is gonna be cool at this stage in his career being a number 2 option.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know, because he was already cool being a number 2 option on the Rockets. He was already cool being a number 2 option to Paul George.
Yeah.
And I feel like him and Bradley Beal are gonna fit together hella well.
But
Go ahead.
but I was listening to when I heard Shannon and Skip.
Skill.
When I was listening to them, Shannon did bring up a point that I didn't know, but apparently Westbrook was like he wants to go back to his old style of play. and he couldn't do that on the Rockets.
Nah, but like his old style of play, what he meant by that was, I just want to be the ball handler.
Yeah.
Harden is the
Yeah,
point guard for the
got you,
Rockets.
got
Like
you.
like Westbrook has to play off ball and kind of figure it out,
Yeah.
and Harden can still do his thing.
Yeah.
In DC, he's gonna be the main ball handler. Like
Yeah.
Bradley Beal is not a ball handler.
He's not.
Bradley Beal is elite playing off the ball.
Yeah.
And an elite
Like Klay
defender.
Thompson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like Russell Westbrook will be able to complement him really well.
Yeah.
Like being the ball handler, running the show, and just having Bradley Beal like by his side playing off ball to slow the game down.
Yeah.
I think that'll work.
Yeah.
But like with John Wall, like he's like, bro, this is my team, this is my franchise, and that was kind of hindering Bradley Beal.
Bruh, there's no way this is your team or your franchise, bro. You've been out for 2 years,
years,
and your running mate fucking blossomed into a superstar. You
I
know
get
what
like
I
his
mean?
ego, but I can understand why he'd feel that way. Like he got drafted by them as the first overall pick, and he's been there for a decade,
Yeah.
and he's led them
And they
through
love
multiple playoff runs.
Bro, and
So-
I feel that, but at the end of the day, like, dog, you're coming off a 2-year injury. The second injury that you
yeah.
had was your fault.
Yeah.
You were just kicking it at home and you fucked up your leg. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, type. It wasn't even a in-game injury.
at all. So it's just one of those.
Yeah.
I get it. You can be salty, but your saltiness is why it didn't work out for y'all. Because maybe if you were willing to do with Westbrook, what you were just saying,
Yeah.
what I think he's gonna do, they could have done something. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? Because bro, you right. I think Westbrook and Bill about to be nasty. Because now you telling me Westbrook has to play 0.5 of the defense
Yeah.
with Bradley Beal going above and beyond. So
Yep.
now his defense makes up for their elite backcourt now.
But to be honest, I can't name the rest of their starting five.
I was just about to ask that. I was like, yeah, who's their surrounding cast?
I have no idea. I'm talking about just them two.
No clue.
Yeah, you know.
I think their center is like Ian Mahimi.
Yeah. Hey, but they got that one. What was he, a rookie this year? Roy Hachirima or Harishima?
Oh yeah, the half black, half Japanese dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's nice. He's good. I think he plays a 3, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's good.
And then, bro, they just drafted Denny Avicii or whatever. He's this dude out of Israeli. He played for Tel Aviv.
yeah.
Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
Bro, he
Pretty
ended
nice.
up nice as fuck. Ended up
Yeah.
winning MVP for that league, won the
Oh, wow.
championship for that
Okay.
league and all that.
Okay, that's interesting.
But you know what I mean? Just they got options. You
Yeah.
know, you never know with these
Yeah.
European dudes, but
Yeah.
you never know with these European
Never
dudes. You know what I mean?
Big stars, yeah.
I don't know Hachimura. I don't know who fucking scouted him, but he was just playing in some fucking town in Japan.
That's how they found him.
Yeah, like literally, he was playing in Japan. Like he wasn't even a big deal in Japan. But
That's
then like they
crazy.
drafted him, and now he's like a fucking superstar sensation. I think he's gonna blow up soon. I think.
Wow.
Nah,
Like he had a
said-
really good rookie year
Yeah.
that went unnoticed because the Wizards were ass.
Yeah.
All right, so then let me ask y'all this. So we already know off the top 4 in the East is going to be Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and
Toronto. You
Toronto.
feel
I was about to say Boston.
Yeah. Oh,
you can
Boston,
throw Toronto
yeah.
at 5. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
top 5 is locked up.
like- yeah.
Who y'all thinking coming up next now?
I think the Bulls.
Oh, my bad. I just disrespected y'all, and I'm sorry because y'all, the Heat are a lock for a top 4.
yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So let me slow down. So there's only
sleepers.
2
Yeah.
spots left after we just named 6.
yeah.
You got Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
You got Atlanta, who just came up on some pieces.
Some pieces.
You know what I mean?
Rajon.
You got Charlotte, who just got Gordon Hayward. No.
Bro, and I'm not gonna
They
lie. I'm
got
not gonna.
LaMelo.
I was about to say. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
they might be
sleep on
competitive.
that.
They might be
Yeah.
competitive.
We're
yeah.
talking about 2 spots at the bottom of the 8 seed.
And Orlando's always competing for the 8 seed too.
Always.
Orlando, and then we got Washington.
Yeah.
So out of
No,
those
don't sleep on Chicago. They got Zach LaVine, they got Kobe White, they got Laurie Markkinen, and they just hired Billy Donovan as a coach.
Okay, so let me tell you this: are the Bulls better than the Bucks?
No,
Are they better than the Nets?
they're good enough to make the 8 seed.
Okay, are they better than the? Are they better than the Hawks?
Yes, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The Hawks with what they just
With
got.
what they just acquired.
Where do they have
Who
Trey
they-
Young, 2 other point guards.
They got
Danilo Gallinari.
their starting lineup is fucking what's his name? Rondo, Trey, fucking Daniello.
First of all, why are you starting Rondo and Trey together? How does that work?
I mean, Rondo is more. I mean, he's developed a shot, but of course he's more of a playmaker, not a playmaker, but he's a play creator. So I mean,
I'm saying like Rondo's a good
pass
defender
first.
for the point guard position,
Yeah.
but I don't think Rondo or Trey can guard like a really good shooting guard, 1-on-1. Like
facts.
yeah,
you can't start
Yeah.
them together and expect
yeah,
winning results.
I get that.
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I just think that Rondo's gonna bring some to that team to at least get that 8 seed.
yeah.
But then put it this way: are the Bulls better than the Pacers?
Yeah.
You think they better than Victor Oladipo?
Pacers don't have like good culture right now. They fired Nate McMillan and like Oladipo wants out and Miles Turner wants out, and they haven't traded them yet.
But Oladipo said he didn't even really want out.
Really?
Yeah. I heard it was a rumor.
Damn. Okay.
Shit. He might be lying. I don't know.
Hey man, he told me yesterday he was trying to leave.
It would
Hey
make
yo,
sense.
Depot.
It would honestly make sense why he would want out.
Yeah.
Okay. If you base it off of that, then yeah, you know what? We're probably not gonna know what the fucking Pacers are gonna look like this season. That's a good point. Hey, but you never know. What about the Knicks, bro?
The Knicks. Wait, did you mention the Nets when you mentioned those top 16?
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're the first team we mentioned.
Who's on the Knicks? What's old dude that came out with Zion?
RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett.
They got Obi.
One Kenobi.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah, man, it's sad when you can't really name a starting five on it.
They tried to give us Kevin Knox.
They try to sell everybody on Kevin Knox.
I'm
man.
not convinced.
But yeah, man, that's the fucking that's the East. But shit, you think the Rockets are gonna make the playoffs
Nope. Nope.
with Harden?
they will.
You
I
don't
think-
think you
yeah,
don't think
Harden-
Harden?
Harden wants a trade. Anytime you have a superstar that wants a trade, you're not making the playoffs. Because you're either going to trade him mid-season or you're going to trade him now, or he's going to just sit there and pout, and you're not going to have a good locker. You're going to have a toxic locker room.
Yeah.
If he
I
wants to be
mean-
traded, you're not going to make the playoffs.
Bruh, if like I know previously I'd said that I would want the Nets to acquire him, but fuck that, bro. The Nets should go nowhere near Harden. Keep exactly
yeah.
what they got.
Yeah.
Because the more I think about, like, you know what I mean?
It's not going to work,
It's
bro.
not gonna work.
Even
it's not
outside
gonna
of that,
work.
not gonna work. It's just who do they have outside of that? You're giving up so much of your depth in order to just get another superstar.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean?
Imagine James and Kyrie on the same team, dude.
It's not gonna
It's not
work,
happening. Two
Yeah.
people that want the
First
ball.
of all, who's your
But-
third option?
you know-
Whoever it is not going to be cool with it.
Yeah.
Kyrie's the second option, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Whoever's the third option is not going to be cool with being the third option.
Yeah.
Maybe even the second option.
Like people, maybe people will argue with me on this, but I don't give a fuck because KD and Kyrie to me works better than KD and fucking Harden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
for sure.
okay,
You know
like,
what I mean?
let's talk about Harden.
At least they're friends. They got
Bruh.
chemistry.
You know what I
Let,
mean?
let me start this off by saying I'm the biggest Harden hater. Like, I just don't like his game. I don't like watching him play. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't see him fitting with any other team
Besides the Rockets.
besides the Rockets with D'Antoni coaching. If D'Antoni's not coaching, then the Rockets are gonna stink.
Okay, that
even
brings
if Harden's putting up 36.
Hey, that brings up another point. You think Philly should trade for him?
No.
No, I don't see him fitting with
No.
Philly either.
Because like you said, as far as D'Antoni's always ran that type of offense, so that just fast pace, like
Yeah.
so like transition type.
And
Right.
Harden has
Yeah.
to be surrounded by guys that are cool with just standing in the corner. And
Yeah.
like PJ Tucker, Covington,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like all these
Yeah.
guys that are just cool with just standing in the corner and playing defense.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find like another team that has that already to where you can trade him.
Bro, I'll keep it a
Gordon.
buck, man.
Yeah.
Maybe this is too far, but I think that the Nets, if they don't trade for Harden, they got a chance at becoming like an NBA great dynasty. You know what I mean?
If they don't trade,
If they don't trade for Harden, you know what I mean? You got KD, you got Kyrie, you got a young Levert, a young Karras, a young Jarrett. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they all blossom all together. You got Joe Harris.
Yeah.
You got a core, and this could be like one of those like our kids are talking about like, man, that fucking that Nets team was crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think KD's gonna give them what they need him to give them.
Expect-
But they don't.
KD though.
Yeah.
The thing-
But he's coming
exactly.
off an Achilles injury.
Bro, but at the end of the day, even if KD is not 100% of who he is, they're winning a chip if he's 70% of who he is.
Yeah.
Or 60% of who he is.
Yeah.
Because of everything else that they got.
I don't think they're winning a chip. Lakers got it. Back to
Yeah.
back.
I mean,
Bro,
yeah,
they're
repeating.
Look, the Nets are winning a chip in the next 3 years, hands down.
You think so?
Yes.
so?
They're going to win
I
a
feel
chip
like
in
they
the
would
next
have-
3 years.
I'm not
feel like-
convinced. I'm not convinced on the Nets. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not totally convinced as far as a chip. I mean, of course, being a top seed in the East, but I'm not convinced as far as a chip.
Bro, all you got to do is get to the fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
Then you got to get to the finals. Round by round, you got the two most clutch players in the league.
Okay, what would you think? Okay, because me and Wally aren't convinced. So, what do you give us that last piece that you feel would convince us that would cause us to be like, yeah, they could win a championship with this last
Bro,
piece.
I don't think that they need a piece, bro.
What?
I'm saying with the starting lineup that they got right now of fucking Kyrie, Kyrie, Karras, KD, fucking then who do they got at the
Do
four?
they have
They got DeAndre.
DeAndre? Yeah.
And then I forgot who they got at the four because I wouldn't start DeAndre and Jarrett together.
Yeah, no.
But then off the bench, You got Dinwiddie, Joe Harris, and you got.
No, I think they
fucking
start. I think they start Kyrie, Joe Harris, Karis LeVert at the 3,
Okay.
KD at the 4, and then Jared at the 5.
Bro, and then you have Dinwiddie and Allen coming off your bench.
Yeah.
Like, that right there to me, because we're talking about winning games. It's just game by game, you know what I mean? And each game, you got 2 of the most clutch
Well,
players.
first of all, they're trading Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's not gonna come off the bench.
Bruh,
Dinwiddie's not gonna stay.
Yeah.
at least
He's a
for
free agent next year. Like even if they keep him this year, he's gonna leave.
Bro, we're talking about if they can win a chip in the next 3 years.
Yeah.
So, granted, yes, they would see the Lakers, but at the end of the day, I could see the Nets making it to the finals this coming year.
Man. Who else you got out the East? You
got Milwaukee out the East. Yes, they got Drew.
You still got
Milwaukee.
yeah.
Milwaukee, I think, is beating the Nets in a 7-game series.
And
I'm
yeah.
taking KD and Kyrie over Giannis and Drew.
Kyrie. Fucking Drew Holiday's putting Kyrie in a fucking lockbox.
That's not bro. Kyrie is too nice.
He's slowing
with
him
the ball.
down. He's slowing him down.
Yeah, definitely.
He's still
He's
getting
slowing
his
him
though.
down.
Definitely a defense.
He's still getting him though, bro. And we're gonna have to wait and see for that
And
matchup.
KD coming off an Achilles injury, Giannis got it.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, bro, we'll wait and see what happens. But all I'm saying is if they don't trade for Harden, they got a chance of having an organic, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dynasty that people are going to fall in love with. Because the minute they get Harden, the Nets are now, bro, that's just everyone's hating on them all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ooh, and then you're also missing your sleeper, the Heat.
I love how the Heat are a sleeper and they just made it to the final.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look, the Heat are going to do what the Heat do. It's just, I think what KD got to prove, you know what I mean, after everything, with him going to Golden State, winning those 2 rings, like, motherfuckers like us talking about, bro, the rings don't count, you know what I mean?
I don't think he got it in him, man.
Yeah.
I don't think he got it in
Yet
him.
to be seen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, but going back to the West, we all know the Lakers is coming out, you know what I mean?
Gracious, the West is ridiculous.
Nuggets.
Nuggets are still going
Nuggets
Nugget.
still gonna go Nuggets. Jazz still gonna be Jazz.
Nah, I'm not throwing Jazz up in that top 4, so it's going to be...
Oh, as far as top 4.
Yeah, we're going to get that
Okay.
top 4 and then see
Okay.
who's going to break it
Alright.
down. So, obviously, we got the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nuggets,
Nuggets.
and then who's that 4th spot?
Oh, we're missing the Warriors. I definitely feel like the Warriors will be top 4, even without Clay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, even without Clay.
Without Clay, Warriors are top 4 now.
Yeah.
Bruh. And this is another one of those what ifs. It has to do if Steph actually shows
Steph
up.
does his thing,
Yeah,
which
Steph has to be
is
MVP
gonna do
Steph.
it. Yeah.
Bro, we got a chance for... We say this every year for like a crazy season, but this is one of those years, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, COVID fucked it up because this last season was supposed to be that season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then now, you know what I mean? We got the chance. Like, Steph got a chance to win MVP. He, you know what I mean? Back for a full season with the squad that he got.
Yeah.
So I think he could do it.
Yeah. All right. This isn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it. This is not
That's
top
all
4.
good.
But do you know what I'm interested in seeing?
Ooh,
The whole Chris and Devin.
I was about to bring that up. Where do you think your team's about to end, Waleed?
That's your team.
The Suns,
That's his
You're a
squad, bro.
Suns fan?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, crazy.
bruh. I was gonna say, I think, as presently constructed, we're better than the Warriors without Klay Thompson.
Arguably.
If everything works.
Who do
Okay,
y'all,
hey.
who y'all have at the 3 and the 4?
3, we got Mikal Bridges,
Okay.
who's in his 2nd year. He just got drafted last year, and he has really good upside. So he's gonna be no, he's gonna come off the bench because we just fucking traded for Jay Crowder, or Jay Crowder just came
Oh,
to
y'all
us as a
got
free
Crowder?
agent. Yeah,
Hey,
Oh,
all right.
solid.
So let's go starting lineup head for head.
Chris Paul, Devin
Curry.
Booker.
Chris Paul, Steph Curry.
Okay.
I'm taking Steph.
I got Devin Booker,
And then, who they throwing? They throwing Wiggins?
Oubre.
Oh yeah, no,
Oubre
they
is
throw
gonna play
Oubre at the
right?
3. Yeah. So Wiggins at the 2,
At the 2.
Oubre at the 3.
At the 3, we got Jay Crowder. He's locking. Oubre,
that's a good
Oubre is
matchup.
pretty boy ass up. Yeah.
Hey man,
right.
put it this
Crowder
way, man.
locking.
Crowder's older now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Crowder's the
I
perfect
had
starting
bro.
three.
I had Crowder on the fucking Cavs, bro. I've seen what he could do in the fucking
And
finals.
he's so consistent.
But I'm just saying, Oubre right now. Bro, the fact that you play next to Steph, you're gonna have so many open shots. But anyways, let's go to the next one. Draymond, who's your 4?
Dario Saric.
Getting clamped, bro.
We put an 8 on Draymond though.
Okay, then who the fuck you putting on Wiseman?
Dario Saric.
Dario's getting bodied one way or the other.
I think we got a better team though, bro. Honestly, like if you look at the sum of that starting 5 versus ours,
Bruh, the Warriors starting 5 is no joke, bruh.
But I didn't know much about the Sun squad. But in the bubble, bruh, didn't they go like undefeated?
Yeah,
in the bubble.
in the bubble.
Yeah.
And that's before we got Chris Paul and Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro. Now people are playing for meaningful games.
And I feel like, bro, Devin Booker next year is going to finish top 3 in the league in scoring.
Yeah. I do not want
I
him
put
to
my
be
money
a
on
Damian
that.
Lillard.
Said top 3.
Yep, he's going
I
to
put my
get
money on
27 to
that.
29 points per game next year.
Yeah. Yeah. He can't be a Damian
He's going to
Lillard.
peak next year, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so switching gears a little bit about, you know what I mean, you talking about top scorer. Who you taking first overall in fantasy this year?
Fuck, it's been so long. I don't even know. God damn.
We got the draft coming up, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, who
I'm taking Giannis.
first overall?
Yeah. That's the safest pick.
Are you sure Luka's not is not in that now?
Oh, yeah, Luka, yeah.
Well, this is my first year in basketball fantasy, so
Hey, it's gonna be fun, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Like I would tell you right now, man, just read up on some you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little you know what I mean, little pre-draft articles, see all the like little stand-ins and all that where they got everybody ranked, peeps and people.
Yeah.
But to be honest, like I'm not gonna lie, even if you, somebody ended up auto drafting, it's not like you're gonna get a shit team. Because in basketball compared to football, you do a hella waiver trades and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially on all these young teams, you got people on the bench waiting to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go off and you like, whoo, just picked up on a stock.
He just picked up on the stock. It really is like stocks. Like, I'm going to bet on this fucking waiver wire pickup, and you don't have hella fun once you get into it, bro. It's like addicting.
I'm excited.
Like you just be sitting there like all the time that you spend on your phone right now, just doing other shit. You just gonna be reading players shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this motherfucker had a string of 3 games going dumb. Oh damn. Okay, so he got injured. So yeah, they're definitely gonna play him.
Yeah.
Okay, he's getting out of the doghouse. You see how many minutes people start playing overtime.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
okay, he's getting the starting role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
But, hey, look out for our fantasy basketball league now.
Yeah, man.
Right?
But nah, man. Hey, Stasio, we appreciate you coming through, man. This was definitely
man.
long overdue.
Oh,
but
yeah.
perfect timing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, bro, our doors are open whenever, bro. So just whenever you want to do a pod or wherever we need a guest, we're going to reach out.
Oh, for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
Please, man. I enjoy this. I enjoy talking like as a collective about different topics.
Yeah.
man.
Big
It's
facts,
always
man.
fun.
It's funny because, like, when the cameras start rolling, you just, like I always notice people get all, like, you know, like
Lights,
nervous.
camera, action.
And then once you just forget about that shit, it's like you just chopping it up with the homies, bro.
Yeah,
It's like, it's
man.
all it is.
Yeah.
Hey, it's different when you got like a camera on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a microphone.
It just feel like, oh damn, everything I say can and will be used against me in the court of public opinion.
Facts, though. Like,
But nah, man. Yeah, bro, we appreciate you coming through. Where can the people find you at, man?
You can find me on Instagram, Stasio_Elazar. Twitter, like I'm going to be on Twitter.
I thought he was about to be like, bruh, get at me on Twitter. I keep saying cracking on Twitter.
I mean, I currently have 0. Oh, that's not good to say. But I just created it, so.
I currently have 0 followers, so whoever's my first follower get a free T-shirt. It's promo, man.
Oh my gosh, comedy, man. And I'm on YouTube, man. Look up my new single that just dropped this past month, Hesitate. Stasio Elazar, artist name, song Hesitate. You know, and I have a couple other videos.
that's a snippet we had at the beginning.
Hell
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. Hell yeah. Definitely a classic, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
appreciate it.
mean? A lot of relatables in that and all that. But yeah, man, thanks again for tuning in, y'all. It's your boy Ronnie.
And I'm Marley, the other side of the coin. We out.
Yeah.
Solid.
Send me out, whoa. Send me out, hey. Send me out, whoa. I'm gonna meditate today. Send me out, whoa. Send me out, hey. Send me out, whoa.